Good morning, everyone. Welcome to week 6 of 12 weeks of Christmas. I'm Marg from Creative Stamping with Marg. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. So today we are going to make a card that was inspired by a card I received in a swap from one of my fellow demonstrators, Carolyn. And I thought I'd just make a few little tweaks to it, and it's a great layout, and I think it could be used for all kinds of cards, not just Christmas. But let's go down to my desk. All right, here we go. Okay, there we see it. All right, so my inspiration was this card. So I received this last year in a swap from, like I said, my fellow demonstrator, Carolyn. Loved the layout. A card base, an embossed layer, a deckled rectangle, the circles, the bow, the ribbon. I think it's just a really nice one. All right, so that was my inspiration for the card we're making today. So I'm using thick basic white cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now, initially I had thought, oh, I want this card to be like Carolyn's, opening this way. And I've already stamped it. So I used the Greetings of the Season stamp in there in Mossy Meadow. But then I got thinking, well, now I'm going to make it exactly the same as Carolyn's, and I really should change up the orientation. So I would like it to be a tentfold that would open this way, and I would just show you how it looks going the other direction. But I've already stamped it. Well, I haven't done anything else, so I thought, okay, I think I can make this work. Fold that to the outside, use my bone folder, crease it going the other way. It's going to stand like this. And I'm going to put all my front paper on here. No one's going to know I stamped that. So that's what we're going to do. Make good of a situation that I wasn't quite expecting. All right, here's my embossed layer, in Cherry Cobbler, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I embossed it with a painted texture. And it's going to go on there like that. Bring it back here. Then I have, using the deckled rectangles, the second from the largest. I just have them all laid out here. I cut this paper. This is the Iconic Celebration paper. And I cut it with the second from the largest, deckled rectangle. So I like that Carolyn did that too, and the edges, almost looks ripped. So it's going to go like that. The ribbon, also out of the DSP, I've cut myself a piece of the same DSP, and it'll go on the inside. So that's a 1/2 inch strip. I have two circles. So I have one circle came from the Spotlight on Nature, and I decided I would use this one. Okay, so it's that one in there, and I did it in Mossy Meadow. So that's our outer circle. The inner circle, I used the Stylish Shapes circles, and this third from the smallest, pick it up here, just fits perfectly inside our circle there. So that worked out good. All right, so that's all our die cuts, and then I'm using the satin ribbon, Cherry Cobbler and Gold, to use my ribbon, and I thought I would put my ribbon across however, like that. So it's just a piece of ribbon, and then I've tied the bow separately. So I've already tied the bow here. All right, just reaching for some glue dots because I know I'm going to need those. Okay, so let's get to putting this together. Move everything out of the way. Bring in my silicone mat. All right, first things first, we're going to cover up that greeting that I stamped there. And I'm going to put my Cherry Cobbler layer on top. And I'm just gluing it with the Tombow liquid adhesive. Okay. And this just has a small border all the way around. And I like the look of that, where you just see a little bit of the white. So there, now you can see, there's my card. No stamping on it. I hit it. There we go. And then before I can put this deckled rectangle DSP down, I need to attach my ribbon. So what I like to do is decide where I'm going to put my ribbon, number one. If I have my greeting on here and I want to put my ribbon Do I want my ribbon like through the middle of my greeting? And my bow there. That looks okay. Or I could have had my ribbon up a bit more. I could have the greeting on this side. I could have the, whoopsie, I could have the greeting on this side and have the bow over here. So it's all in however you want to do this. I kind of like it like that. So let's put our ribbon down there. And I think this is such great paper because it's got the plaid on it. I will put it right across that green stripe. Now, to attach your ribbon, I'm going to just take my Stampin' Seal and I'm going to put just a little bit of Stampin' Seal across like that on that side and across like that on that side. And then I can maneuver my ribbon around. So this ribbon doesn't matter which side you put it on. And I'm going to use that green stripe as a guide. And I'll just tuck it over like that. And it's sticking on the sticky there. And it can always be lifted and moved if I need to. This piece of ribbon was approximately 7 inches long to go across here. It maybe could have been a bit shorter, but I don't like to make it too short and then I'll be mad. All right, so there's the ribbon. I'm going to attach this right flat down. It's not on dimensionals, so I'll just go ahead and put some glue on here. And because it's going onto the textured embossed layer, I'm going to use a fair amount of glue. All right, so I'm just centering this. Again, you could offset it if you wanted. I just think I will follow along with what Carolyn did and center it like that. Maybe looks a little bit crooked. Just, it's tricky because this has a wavy edge. I think that looks good. All right, now I'm going to just attach my white circle onto the Mossy Meadow circle, and then I'll put the Mossy Meadow circle up on dimensionals. And I did say I was using Greetings of the Season for this, so I stamped Happy in Cherry Cobbler and Holidays in the Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to put it like that, and I'm going to attach my little bow here to this side, I think. Just maybe move this over so that I can, I don't know, it covers up my words, doesn't it? Might have to put it on that side. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this up on dimensionals. I think 3 should be enough. You could embellish this with some other die cuts. I was thinking, oh, if I had some greenery or some berries or something like that, I could have used that, but I'm making this very simple, and that makes it quick and easy to make multiples of. Again, if you have your pieces cut out, you're ready to go. Okay, I'm just trying to make the word holidays nice and straight. All right, like that. And this, I need my take your pick tool. Where is that today? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to get a glue dot here on the roll and stick my bow right into it like that. And I think I will just, you can stick it to the circle if you wanted, or just thinking that this bow looks a little lopsided. Okay, I'm going to put it, I could do it that way or I could do it this way. You know what? Maybe I should have done it that way, like that. There. So I'm just sticking it, didn't mean to stick it to the green. I will just put it here. There we go. And I didn't have any bling to put on this card, unfortunately. I thought it needed something gold to kind of bring out the gold in the ribbon, and I don't have anything current right now. So when I get something, I will add it. But there's the finished card. Very simple. I'll bring Carolyn's back in here so you can see it. That's hers there. This one is mine. And I did make another one out of retired product. So this was exactly the same idea as Carolyn's card was. So it looks the same, different stamp set and everything, but the same idea. And then there's mine for today. So I will stamp the inside when I'm done, but I can also add my strip, and I think I will put it across the bottom here. I better do that now. I need this back. I will put some glue on this. All right, I hope everybody's got started on their Christmas. We're already halfway through my 12 weeks of Christmas. Okay, glue, you were working. Come on. Ugh. Sometimes this glue really gives me a hard time, but I always keep a pin just to get it going. And there's the little blob that was clogging it up, I think. Okay, and I've just put this along to about there. And that's great. Now it'll flow like crazy and have it all over the place. Okay, I just tuck that pin back into the plastic there. Whoops. And then it doesn't poke me, hopefully. All right, so get this piece picked up and put here. And I think I will just have it up from the bottom. Remember that this is thick basic white, so I'm not adding an extra piece of white for my greeting because it doesn't require that. Okay, let that dry a second. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. All of the details about the products I used and the measurements will be underneath this video. I appreciate your thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you get a chance, and then you won't miss the next 6 weeks. We've got 6 more weeks of Christmas to go. And I will put these here so you can see them, and I will have photos with the video so you'll know how to find it. All right, I hope everybody has a great week.